To add work to your students' Google Classroom, you'll want to go to Classwork. This is the best place to start. Under Create, you have some different options. Assignment means this is something I'm going to give my students and give a grade back. Quiz assignment will create a Google form. This is really important. If you want to giving a Google form assessment of some sort, you'll want to use quiz assignment, and I'll have a separate tutorial on how that works, but that's the one you want to choose there. Question means I'm just asking my students some information and I want to receive information back from them. Remember though, you'll have to go to the cogwheel and turn on commenting for questions. This might also be where you just post information to them because it will post it in a larger font in bold, and so it sticks out. Materials are resources that you're sharing. And then reuse post means I've created an assignment in class A or first period. Now I want to share it to second period and give it to my second period students. I can reuse the post and it makes a copy. I'll have a separate post on that one as well. So basic assignment. I'm going to click on an assignment and I need to give it a title. I recommend labeling them either like 001 or by topic so that it helps with the organization. I'll also show you how to create a topic. So let's say this is an assignment on biomes and then whatever the activity. Let's say activity for 3/19/2020 for today, let's say. Instructions are optional. But if you need, I would highly recommend putting very clear directions here. I would even say step 1 and then type the directions, step 2 and then type the directions. So that's very clearly laid out for the students, especially with this online format. It's super important. Below that, you can add an attachment or create an attachment. Now, let's say I want to add an attachment that I want my students to receive, complete the assignment, and then return it back to me. This is how that's going to look. If you're giving them a template, which again I recommend, is you're going to have already created the template ahead of time. This might be something as simple as a Google Doc where you put in name, date, and then whatever the assignment is. So I'm going to choose Add, and I would choose Google Drive. Everything you do, you're going to want to create through Google Drive so students have access no matter what device they're on. If you choose to do something, let's say in Microsoft Word, it makes it a little more tricky for the end user. So always create in Google Drive. And you can convert a Word file or a PowerPoint into Google Drive as well. And I'll create tutorials on that. So Google Drive, I'm going to go in and find my assignment. If I've recently updated it or recently edited it or created it, it's going to show up in my recent files. If it's something I've done a little while ago, I might have to go into my Drive and find it. So let's say this assignment right here, I want my students to complete. So I'm going to click on that assignment. It is a Google Docs assignment, so they will be able to edit it, and I'm going to choose Add. Now, this is the really cool part. Next to it, let's say I want my students to edit this and turn it back into me. It's very important that you choose Make a Copy for each student. That means when I assign it, every student will get this assignment with their name on it. So it'll say Google Classroom Teacher, space, Stacy Boudry. And it will have their name on that. It's really important because it allows that to be an individual assignment that they can turn back to you and they can't mess up your original. Right-hand side, we're going to talk about this one. Actually, I'm going to do this right-hand side in the next tutorial.